sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you, collective. So right now, I'm just gonna clear out the energy. I'm probably not gonna be on here long, but we'll see. Just letting the Holy Spirit guide me. All right, Holy Spirit, what's happening right now for the collective? All right, so somebody in your energy was definitely working hard. Okay, they were working hard to like try to take your power away. It's like this person did not want you to be sure of yourself. They did not want you to have confidence, and they were working really hard to do that. Like somebody definitely was trying to manifest some type of like exhaustion, like a lack of energy, but it seems as though you guys have been like remaining very grounded. Like you are definitely doing the work that you need to do, mainly like for your mental health, your emotional health. Some of you have been like working out more for your physical health. You've been doing like yoga, things of that nature. So that's really good, collective. um it definitely is taking a lot for you to do this. So some of you guys may be feeling a little exhausted. Just make sure that you know you're grounding your energy and you're just not just go go go, you know. Just make sure that you're taking your time to rest and relax, okay? Definitely don't, you know, put too much on yourself. But I see you definitely rebelling, and somebody, like, you're definitely rebelling when it comes to your communication. Like you're definitely gaining a lot of mental clarity, and it's mainly from like a lot of the soul searching that you're doing. So you're definitely thinking about some type of separation that happened. You pretty much realized this individual was not good, and you literally took pure action to communicate with this individual. You probably communicated how you felt about this individual, or you just communicated to the Most High, and you know you were at peace with the situation to physically walk away from somebody or something. Like it could be like a way of thinking or something that you walked away from. But that's definitely going to lead to your fulfillment and your blessings. And a lot of your blessings are going to come through in the form of belonging to like some type of community, like something that you're going to do or somebody that you're going to be around. They're definitely going to contribute to like some type of blessing that you're going to be receiving in the near future. Okay. So you need to be certain when it comes to this wish fulfillment. Hi, I'm doing good. So there's definitely some certainty when it comes to your wish fulfillment. So definitely follow like your intuition when it comes to that. Okay. Somebody's definitely turning out of a cycle. So it's like you're, you know, you feel like you're victorious against some type of situation. So you're definitely right about this victory that you're having. Okay. And it has to do with you stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay. So with the world card, heavy on completing out of a cycle. Okay. And it might have been some type of cycle that had to do with love. Okay. And you definitely realize that you are healing yourself. You guys are definitely in a great space. It's definitely someone in your energy that could have like some type of fear of the unknown. Like there's someone in your energy that's like resisting some type of change, and it could be like emotionally, okay? And they're like stuck in some type of a karmic cycle because they're refusing to like admit the truth about something. Someone's definitely lying about something, okay? And that's making it hard for them to move forward. I'm doing really well. After I'm done with the illumination reading, you could definitely ask me questions, okay? But yeah, someone was definitely trying to manifest some type of missed opportunities for somebody. It's like they wanted you to doubt yourself, but you're definitely not. Like, I definitely see you guys. You're doing a lot, okay? So make sure you guys are in the energy of receiving, okay? Because you're definitely weighing out your options. There's going to be a lot that you'll be receiving soon. Definitely going to be generous with you. And it has to do with you guys standing your ground, because this was on the bottom of the deck. All right, there is someone in someone's energy that's definitely unable to move forward. So this individual came out as the Empress in reverse. So that means that, you know, they're definitely low vibrational. You know, they're definitely stagnant. They're not moving, and they're mad as hell about it because you definitely moved on like from them and like all of their crap. Okay, somebody was definitely very, very arrogant, but you definitely have resolution from these conflicts. And it seems as though you resolve these conflicts by literally walking away from this individual. And then you definitely were silent, okay, because the high priestess came out in reverse. So your silence is definitely golden, because it definitely has somebody overwhelmed. So this individual could have been doing some type of spell work on you. And when I say spell work, it literally could have been in the form of gossip, because that's what I'm getting. So yeah, you're receiving a lot of spiritual guidance at this time. So you guys might be seeing angel numbers and things of that nature. And that's a really good thing, because those are signs that you definitely have a lot of forward momentum. Okay, you're definitely feeling very balanced, definitely focused on your healing. And that's leading to a lot of new beginnings. Okay, you have so many opportunities coming in. Yeah, and these opportunities, it's gonna come in super fast, and it'll be just you. So like maybe it could be you starting a new business, it could be, you know, some type of endeavor. So you're definitely being called to follow your intuition. Okay, it will be a positive outcome to whatever endeavor you're thinking about starting. All right, and also make sure that you're at peace with the decisions that you're making, because you are not blocked at this time. There's no mental blocks, there's nothing blocking you. So if you feel as though it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to do this or this or that, it's literally anxiety. So make sure you're just grounding your energy, okay? All right, so someone definitely has been focusing a lot on some like emotional challenge. There's something that's affecting someone emotionally. You're being called to pay attention to all the blessings that are around you, and that's going to clear out that energy, okay? Somebody definitely has a little anxiety, but right now you need to realize you are learning from trial and error, okay? So you need to make sure that, you know, you're not making rash decisions, and that's going to help clear up any confusion that somebody may be feeling. All right, and then make sure you're enjoying this journey, okay? Make sure that you have a smile on your face, okay? Like somebody's definitely separating themselves from something that could have been affecting their legacy. So maybe, you know, you had someone around you that was kind of draining your energy, and it was kind of causing you to not really focus on your money. So you're definitely focused now on your Ten of Pentacles, okay? Because someone's definitely being too hard on themselves, and it could be another energy or someone that's around you that is kind of just, you know, raining on your parade. It's like you're talking about what you want to do, you know, you're being excited, you're expressing how excited you are, and you know they're kind of raining on your parade. So your message is to get solitude from this person. You need to walk away from whoever this individual is, okay? Because it's going to cause a time moment if you don't walk away from this individual. Okay, so whoever popped up for you that, you know, felt was like a bit of Betty, you know, get away from them. All right, because I'm talking to someone that has a very gentle soul, and you know people like to take advantage of that. But you know, stay consistent, have a good routine, and definitely stay away from this individual and focus on your self-love, okay? Because someone was definitely trying to take advantage of your gentle spirit. Right now you are in a fertile waiting period. You're in this fertile waiting period because you're going to have a lot of choices. You're going to have a lot of decisions that you're going to need to make. So definitely take this time to get your emotions in check, okay? Because somebody's going to be exposed to a lot of individuals. I don't know if you're going to be going viral. I don't know if, you know, you're going to start a new business and you're going to think it's going to be slow and steady, and you're going to have a whole bunch of people coming in to purchase things from you. Maybe people asking you for advice or something. Whatever it is, you need to make sure you are remaining emotionally balanced. So this is a fertile waiting period right now. All right. So you're definitely free from any messy energies. Like you maybe had individuals in your energy that was kind of messy, but you definitely made those necessary endings, and you're gaining closure every single day because you do have a fresh start. You definitely are following your instincts. So that's a really good space for you guys to be in. This energy is amazing, okay? Because you're manifesting this balance, okay? You're manifesting this balance, like when it comes to your financial opportunities, when it comes to like your mental health, when it comes to your emotional health. So that's a really good space, because I also got King of Cups, and that also represents emotional stability. So you're definitely practicing kindness and compassion, and you're seeking knowledge at this time. What they seeking knowledge on, Holy Spirit? Oh, so somebody is seeking knowledge on their counterpart. So somebody definitely wants to know about some type of love situation, because you definitely have dealt with a lot of greedy, possessive energies in the past. And, you know, you're working on having new perspectives on how to move forward from that. And you're also gaining a lot of clarity. So maybe you're gaining a lot of clarity at nighttime. So like when you're sleeping, you might get, you know, have dreams. You might be like receiving downloads of that nature. You're daydreaming. So definitely continue to do that, okay? Because you definitely are very magical, whoever I'm talking to. So your desires are definitely gonna manifest in the 3D. So make sure that you're careful about what you're thinking about, what you're dwelling on in your mind. All right, but you definitely have a lot of success, happiness, personal fulfillment. It's a lot of that in the air for you guys. You're definitely focused on your inner child healing as well, and that's a big part of your journey, especially when it comes to your harmonious relationships. So definitely good job for like working on your inner child healing. Okay, for you guys are on that journey, because inner child healing is definitely intense, okay? But it will lead to your horizons expanding, okay? So you're gonna receive a lot of feedback, and it's like people can look at you and notice the changes that you're making a lot of positive changes, and that's a really good space for you to be in, okay? So I'm gonna shuffle up right now, and I'm gonna do some more collective energy readings. But if you have any questions that you want me to answer, you could go ahead and ask it right now, okay? Hey. Oh. All right, Pakov, are you still in here? Just put a thumbs up and I can answer your question. And Brian, so you could go ahead and ask me any questions. You could drop your name. I could pull some tarot. You can ask me yes or no questions. All right, so right now I'm just shuffling up. And after I shuffle, I'll answer some questions, and then I'll read more collective energy, okay? About love, okay. Holy Spirit, any messages for Pakov about love? All right, so we got Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is about, you know, creative opportunities. So what you're being called to do is to focus on your creativity at this time. So maybe, you know, I don't know if you write, I don't know if you paint or anything of that nature, but get your creative juices flowing at this time, okay? And that is going to open up your energy to receive some love. But right now you need to love on you a little bit more when it comes to your mental, okay? So you definitely need to, anything like whatever talent that you may have, if it's singing, dancing, painting, drawing, writing, that's what you're being called to focus right now, because that is going to help clear your energy out, and it's also going to help provide you with a lot of more stability for yourself, and that's going to, you know, bring some love into you to make it more easier for that energy to come in, okay, Pakov? All right, what does Lady Boss need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? All right, so right now there was some type of end, so some type of relationship that someone had, and they're recovering, like they're healing at this time. So I don't know if this is a person that is gonna come towards you, or if there's somebody that you just met that you're talking to or whatever, but this person is definitely healing at this time, and they're learning how to like forgive themselves, like for whatever they went through. So whoever it is that is in your energy, they're definitely seeking redemption at this time. They want forgiveness. So I don't know if they're seeking for forgiveness from you, or, you know, they're just forgiving themselves from whatever happened in the past. So whoever it is, like they're hoping to move forward, but it seems like they have really good energy when it comes to you, because it shows a lot of improvement. Anything else for Lady Boss, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so somebody went through some type of tower moment, and it was from some type of unhealthy like relationship dynamic. But right now they're finding a balance, and they definitely have made a choice on, you know, what they want to do, like when it comes to their life, their relationships, their money, their home life. They definitely have their priorities in check with time management, and also they are able to like make choices. Like they're not somebody that is indecisive, so that's really good. Hey. All right. Any messages for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yes, a lot of happiness. And then also heavy on truth. Okay. The truth is definitely being revealed. Like I said before, like the veil is definitely is lifted. Okay. You're welcome. So the veil is definitely lifted. So like people cannot hide behind different things anymore. So you guys need to be following your heart and your dreams, desires, okay? Whatever is on your heart to do, do it. Whatever is on your heart to say it, okay? Somebody is definitely getting a lot of communication in the dream state. And I also do dream interpretations if anybody needed that. But yeah, somebody was very vulnerable and they were feeling kind of insecure. And that's kind of what got them into like devil energy, to where they were trapped in their emotions. Somebody just felt like they had a lot of limitations. What about this devil call, Holy Spirit, and the strength in reverse? Yeah, and now it's like you have a lot of clarity. So with this clarity that you have gained, it has helped you beat this depression. You have been feeling like a little bit sad, but even if you are feeling a little bit depressed at this time, just know that it's going to be a rapid change. It's moving out very fast because the energy is clearing up. Okay, the veil has been lifted and the Most High is definitely clearing out all that negative energy. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about the Grand Canyon. There was like a white sage, I don't know if it was like a field or something, I don't know, but it was on fire. Like literally it was like a wildfire. So the earth is cleansing itself at this time. Okay, so be patient with yourself while this energy is clearing out. Okay, if you have a day where you're feeling a little bit sad, feel your feelings, but do not, don't do the most. Write it down and try to ground your energy. You can even turn the faucet on, run some water, listen to that sound. You don't need to go to the store and buy a whole bunch of stuff. You don't. Even if you take some salt, pour it in your hand, rub it in your hands, that is cleansing as well. So definitely, take some time to nurture yourself if you are feeling kind of sad, okay? And that will also bring in your abundance, because King of Pentacles came out. So somebody is definitely in a very abundant energy, okay? And somebody's thinking about investing in someone, okay? Someone or something. Make sure you're thinking about the long term before you do this, okay? Because it might be like it might be delayed, like because of a lack of a reward from something, because there's somebody that you're thinking about working with that may be a little bit arrogant. So definitely think twice about it, okay, just to avoid any delays. Okay, definitely think things thoroughly, but also remain optimistic, okay, because we did get King of Wands. So somebody is definitely a protective type of energy, but just make sure that you're focused on you as well. Do not put yourself in harm's way trying to protect another individual, okay? That was specific for somebody. Yeah, and definitely make sure you're focusing on being fearless, especially when it comes to secrets, okay? Someone definitely has someone in their energy that definitely has a lot of secrets, but it's like they're kind of out of touch. So it's like you're noticing this person is acting funny because of whatever they're holding, inside of them. But yeah, so it could have something to do with children, but someone's definitely having relationship problems, or they're like disappointed regarding some type of situation. It could have to do with children. Clarify, what about this, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so somebody is running away from their problems at this time. So you're being called to really face what that is, okay? And that's gonna prevent you from missing some type of chance from something. Like, there is a lot of big changes coming in, okay? But somebody definitely needs to be careful about making some type of bad investment, okay? So you know if something is a bad investment, especially if it's an individual. You got to make sure this person isn't selfish, that they don't make poor financial decisions, that they don't make fake charity was specific. So make sure somebody's not doing things just for show, just to say, oh, I did this because this that. No, we're not doing that, okay? Because you're in King of Cups energy, okay? You're definitely kind and compassionate, and just make sure that you're practicing forgiveness, okay? Forgive yourself for allowing things that didn't really serve you. Okay, forgive yourself for that, because you didn't know, and now you know. Now you have discernment. So definitely continue to move forward from that. Okay, don't be too hard on yourself, y'all, especially when it comes to love. There's some type of lover situation that somebody may have recently walked away from. Forgive yourself. Okay, we all have to learn lessons the hard way sometimes, but now you have regained that awareness, right? There was some self-limiting beliefs that kept you in a situation that you wasn't supposed to be in. Fuck it. Because you want to better, right? Where would I be? Okay, I'm gonna shuffle up and answer your question. Oh, I do dream interpretations, lady boss. But you can go on my page and in like the description thing, I have my email. You can either message me on TikTok at Max Tarot on TikTok. If you don't have TikTok, you can email me at maxtarot888@gmail.com and we can set that up, okay? But I do dream interpretations. And then for readings, I'll do love readings, illumination readings. I could do general readings to where it's a Celtic cross reading, to where, you know, you have a problem, like something that you're struggling with, and I could give you a complete breakdown of it. Okay? Yeah, I would prefer if you contacted me through email, because it's a little bit easier, like, for me to see it and stuff. So yeah, definitely reach out. And if you're not sure of what type of reading or what type of guidance you may need, feel free to email me and just give me a brief synopsis about what's going on, and I could definitely guide you in the right direction. Okay? All right, Holy Spirit, where's Sun Moon gonna be a year from now? All right, so a year from now, you are going to be in a relationship where this individual is going to be very generous with you, and they're going to be generous with their emotions. This person is going to show you off, and that's going to have like a lot of people that did not appreciate you. They're going to feel very guilty, and they're literally going to hate themselves because they're going to realize like, damn, I fucked up. I'll show you the cards again. So yeah, a lot of unified relationships with this Two of Cups. So it could be a twin flame soulmate connection, but you see those money bags he got, so it's gonna be very abundant, okay? And these motherfuckers is sick. Judgment came out in reverse, so they're gonna be feeling crazy because they'll be like, God damn, I fumbled. I know that's right. You're welcome. Yeah, don't be afraid to reach out. Even if you have a question, okay? It's no dumb questions. If you have a question about anything, you can email me, okay? I would not charge you to answer one question, okay? But if you wanted a whole breakdown, yes, I will have to, you know, charge a little bit. But yeah, definitely reach out. I am here to provide guidance and clarity. Even if you're having a bad day and you need some words of encouragement, I will not hesitate to give you words of encouragement, okay? That's literally what I'm here for. I'm a light worker. All right, Holy Spirit, anything else the collective needs to know at this time? Damn. Thank you. Oh, King of Pentacles flew out. I wish I would have been able to see it. It literally flipped a million times. So my email is maxtarot888@gmail.com. And then you can also message me on TikTok at Max Tarot. So you know that description box, like on the YouTube page, I have it in there as well. You're welcome. But yeah, King of Pentacles flew out. So somebody definitely has some type of abundance. Like you have a wealthy type of energy. Like you probably have like people look at you and they can tell, or they think like, oh, this person is rich. And it's not just rich in the 3D. It's like you're rich in spirit. Like somebody has a very abundant energy as to where everyone wants a piece. Okay, so right now you're in the process of a learning discernment to where, you know, you can be, you know, a guiding light to others. You can help others, but at the same time, you know, to fill your own cup, right? You're not giving too much. This is literally clarifying my words. Because this is about generosity. You're learning not to give too much to situations that do not serve you, okay? And you doing that is also helping you with your financial stability. So somebody was definitely helping others. You know, you were doing it out of the goodness of your heart, but you're realizing that motherfuckers just be taking, and you're realizing like you can't keep going like that. It was bringing you a lot of anxiety, okay? And then also you got tired of always being the one to give others justice, because it seems as though it wasn't being reciprocated. So maybe you had people around you that, you know, fail to take accountability. You're welcome. You have people around you that like fail to take accountability for, you know, the things that you did. Somebody definitely had people around them that kind of lacked integrity. It's giving like a friend group or like a friend. Like there's somebody that you maybe hung out with or whatever, you know, this person was fun to be around, you know, to get away from the stressors or whatever. But then you realize on a personal level, it's like you guys really weren't on the same level. All right. Yeah, literally. This is literally what I just said. So that individual was kind of in devil energy, and it caused them to feel stagnant. And it seems as though this person watched you a little bit after you walked away from them, and that like made them realize like the things that they were doing wrong. Because at one point they were kind of like resistant change, very impulsive, but you actually helped this person feel a sense of belonging. And maybe they didn't feel like a sense of belonging with anyone else but you, but you actually helped somebody heal, and you help this person heal by not overgiving to them. You setting boundaries with this person actually help this person to respect you more. So expect that person to come back around and reach out to you and let you know how much you did help them. That's what I'm doing, regaining control over my life. Yes, good. Working on that healing journey, because it's definitely intense, especially when, you know, you was out of control, like you lost control for a long time. Like it's definitely difficult to get to that point, but the fact that you know that, and you are aware of the things that you're doing and the people that you're around, because sometimes people enable bad behaviors. You know, sometimes people don't want to see you do better than them. And once you notice who those people are and cut those individuals out, I swear to God, it makes things so much easier. Hi, Mark. Yeah, somebody was definitely financially dependent on someone, and it was because they were obsessed with status. And that caused like it slowed down your healing a little bit. Like you were around someone that was kind of self-absorbed, and it was starting to slow down your healing. But you definitely walked away from them because you realized that they were running away from their problems. Somebody was very imbalanced, but you guys will definitely be rewarded for all the efforts that you have taken. Okay, definitely that reward is coming through, and it's because you guys are very self-sufficient, but you're also not selfish. Like you still kept your heart open, like you set hard boundaries, but your heart was still open, you know, like you still didn't operate like with hate. So make sure you're staying consistent, especially when it comes to these new beginnings, working towards your new beginnings, whether you're, you know, brainstorming, you're doing like your dream board, or, you know, things of that nature. Make sure you're remaining consistent and also remaining practical with these things, okay? And that's also you guys doing a dream board and you guys focusing on, you know, your goals and the things you want to do in the future. That is going to help release a lot of anxiety, okay? Because someone has someone in their energy that's like kind of jealous. It's like they're watching you heal, okay? And you might be in like the beginning stages of your healing journey, but this individual is very jealous because it came out Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, and they're jealous of you because it's like they're not motivated. So I'm doing good. How are you, Mark? Yeah, you definitely have a fresh outlook on different things. No, you can ask a question. I'm just reading collective energy right now, but you could definitely ask a question. Yeah, so someone in your energy is definitely guilty. They're in distress at this time. And it's because, you know, you set a boundary. With this energy, it's not giving that you cut this individual off, but you definitely set boundaries with them to where it was like, you know, you can't talk to me any type of way. You can't act any type of way. It could have been a romantic type of connection, or it could be someone that someone like shares children with. Oh, you're welcome. What's coming towards me? All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna shuffle up. All right, Holy Spirit, what's coming towards Jet at this time? Okay, so what's coming towards you is there's some type of separation or some type of breakup happening. I don't know if you're gonna like break up with somebody, or you're gonna like set a hard boundary and really let somebody know like what it is and what it ain't, but it's gonna make them very, very sad. So make sure when you are communicating, just make sure that you're trying to be as gentle as you can. Okay, don't be harsh. You know, don't be too harsh on what you're doing at. But I see you turning down some type of love offer, or just telling somebody like, you know, I can't have you around me anymore. Okay. So make sure, you know, communicate effectively, but also try to be a little gentle, like in your approach, because it's going to really tear somebody apart. Like they're going to be very, very sad, like gloomy and despair about that. All right. What else is coming towards Jack, Holy Spirit? And you doing this, it's gonna help you, it's gonna help break some type of illusion. Okay, it'll definitely help you with your priorities, with making different choices and finding like a balance, and also time management. Maybe somebody like, you spent a lot of time doing something with this individual, and that's why you were realizing you don't want to spend time doing it no more, which is why you decided to either walk away, cut it off, or just slow it down, you know, slow it down to a stop. So that's what came up for you. Okay. um what's coming to me, what's coming towards Brian, Holy Spirit? All right, so what's coming towards you is a lot of passion. Okay. um it's gonna be a feminine energy, and it came out in Queen of Swords, because so this individual is gonna be very passionate, and they're definitely gonna be like honest about something. They have a lot of like open communication, but this person kind of has like a bad reputation. um and it says like, so their reputation could be that they're kind of lazy, or they could have like lack of quality when it comes to something. So definitely practice discernment, okay, and make sure you're asking these questions to make sure that your values are aligned before you move things further. But it's definitely a lot of passion. So I don't know if you're looking for a relationship, or if you know you're just looking for a fling, but it's giving somebody's gonna come towards you, like, and it's gonna be fling, like they're gonna try to have like a romantic connection, but it's just not gonna work, and it might just stay physical. Okay. um can I ask you about my current love? Yeah. Hmm? I'm sorry. All right, what about Jet and this love connection? Okay, so right now you are achieving peace at this time. So you're definitely going to be walking away from somebody. Okay? It's not no harmony. Well, I have two right now, but it might be me. So you saying like you have two lovers? because it's giving you walking away from one of them. Because maybe one card could represent one and one could represent the other, but you're definitely walking away from somebody. And yeah, definitely it's gonna bring you a lot of peace. So whoever's coming up where it's like, oh, I know who it is that I'm walking away from, follow your intuition and walk away from that motherfucker. And that's gonna help you avoid some type of tower moment. But you are gonna have a lot of peace. So maybe you cut off one and you keep talking to the other one, and they're gonna be peaceful. I'm good. How are you? All right. What's new in love? What's new in love for Pack Off, Holy Spirit? All right. So what's new in love is like you need to find some sense of control because there's something blocking like this change that you want, and it has to do with like self-doubt and low confidence. So you need to start believing in yourself more. It's like if you want something and you want to attract something, you have to be in the energy of receiving. So that means you have to big up yourself. You need to do your self-love affirmations and really get your confidence high, because you're gonna, it's like about the law of attraction. Like you have to know that it's already yours. You know, like, people that, date, when you in the dating world or whatever, it's like you have to know that this individual wants you. You have to know that this is coming towards you. Okay, it's about one thing to want something, but you have to believe that you're gonna get it, and you have to believe that it's yours. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm from New York, but I went to high school in Baltimore. So yeah, my accent is all fucked up. All right, so I'm shuffling up, and then I'm gonna read some more collective energy. Ooh, the card flipped in the deck. Yeah. Queen of Wands came out again. So somebody definitely has a feminine energy around them. I don't know if it's an ex. I don't know if it's an ex-friend, a family member, something. I don't know. But somebody has somebody in their energy that is very jealous. Like, and then on top of that, this person is also very vengeful. It's like they're mad that you just doing you. That's what it seems like. Like this individual is literally mad because you're doing you. Like you're doing what you want to do. What about this Queen of Wands reverse, Holy Spirit? Ooh, that came out automatically. Okay, so this Queen of Wands energy, somebody was jealous of you in some type of way, whatever capacity, right? So they lied. Somebody lied about something, and now they're feeling anxious because this lie is probably being revealed, or it's like, they were probably gossiping about you to somebody else, and this person looked into you and realized like, oh, you full of shit, you was just hating. So somebody's definitely being outed for some type of lie that they told. Yeah, the world card, this is you. So somebody definitely is viewing the world like the world is my oyster. Everything is coming to me. Like, you're definitely celebrating yourself. Somebody's definitely going to be traveling soon, okay? But you definitely completed out of some type of karmic cycle, but somebody's definitely stuck. It's like they're stuck in the past. Maybe somebody is stuck thinking about you in a way that probably you were in the past, like, when you were probably living low vibrational before you started focusing on your healing. Like somebody dealt with a real hater, and it's like this individual wanted you to like stay stuck in that, but it was literally your inheritance to do this soul searching. Like for you to be on this healing journey, this was your divine inheritance. Okay, there are no coincidences, none. Everything happens in divine timing. The Most High God, Yahweh, always got your back. Okay, and it was literally your divine inheritance for you to be in this space of healing at this time. Okay, so somebody's definitely going to be receiving or giving guidance to somebody. And I channeled that like maybe 10-15 minutes ago, but it's going to lead to a lot of long-term success. So somebody is definitely going to either come to you for advice. They're going to, you know, reach out to you and let you know, like, hey, me watching you, you know, it makes me, I don't know, it makes me motivated or something. But whatever that is, it's going to lead to a lot of abundance, like money wise, okay? And when I say money wise, I'm saying like generational success. Like, it'll definitely lead to a lot of stability. I can't make it up. Wheel of Fortune definitely is going to lead to some type of fortune for you. And so, and this will definitely be a turning point in your journey. It's like somebody has someone watching them, and it's like you don't realize how influential this person is going to be on your life. But man, it's a lot of good like coming into you, and it's definitely coming out of like some type of stuck. Like, you might have felt so stuck at some point in your life, and you're definitely clearing out that energy. At one point you could have felt like you were at a crossroads. Maybe somebody has some type of lawsuit coming out of a romantic connection. I don't know, but the law was involved in somebody's situation that was a romantic connection. This is your message to let you know it's gonna work out in your favor, okay? And this individual is going to be held accountable for whatever the fuck they did, okay? Yeah. Somebody's also hoping to maybe start a new job or switch careers or something like that. This is your message to actually go towards it. You need to have faith, walk by faith and not by sight. It's going to work out. It's definitely going to be a lot of hard work, but you're going to enjoy this work that you're doing. So yeah, it's really good. Yeah, we got the Empress. So somebody's definitely nurturing their creative side at this time, and this is putting you in a very fertile energy. So if you are sexually active, make sure that you're careful, because somebody might be getting knocked up. Said, thank you. My girlfriend broke up with me because of another guy. Why? I could definitely answer that, because this was probably your energy, because this abandonment card popped out. All right, let me shuffle up a little bit and we'll get some clarity on that situation. All right, Holy Spirit, can we get some clarity from Mark? All right, so yeah, definitely heartbroken. So you're definitely feeling emotional pain. You feel very betrayed at this time. Yeah, and you were very open with this individual. You were also very like nurturing. Yeah, you were the light in this situation. So Mark, you're definitely a light worker, okay? And when it comes to, you know, being the light, people do horrible things, okay? Sometimes people see the light within you that they know they don't have within themselves, and instead of nurturing themselves and focusing on healing, they decide to try to steal it from you, okay? So it was definitely a lot of aggression. So this person was very like aggressive in some type of way. But you know, your wishes are gonna come true. There is gonna be a lot of balance being had, okay? It's just right now you got to get through the storm, okay? And this is the storm. You feeling sad, but you need to realize that the Most High breaks things apart, okay? This person could not come with you on this journey to your wish fulfillment, okay? Because if this situation wouldn't have ended, your blessings wouldn't have been able to come in. All right, so think of it as trimming the fat. All right, you had to get rid of the dead weight, and it's sad that it happened in that way, but appreciate the blessing in it, okay? Appreciate the lesson in it. All right. Will I get a divorce? All right, I can answer that for you, Brian. Give me a second, because I'm going to pull out my yes or no cards. All right, Holy Spirit, will Brian get a divorce? Okay. So it says no. So Brian, it seems as though you do not trust your spouse, but it doesn't seem like you're gonna file for divorce. So you have to decide if you want to focus on fixing the relationship or just ripping the band-aid off, okay? But it seems as though you're undecided and you're not sure if you should do it, but you don't trust this individual. Like, trust is gone, images distort. You do not look at this person in the same way. So you have to make that decision, okay? Do you want to stay in a loveless marriage to where you guys are miserable? Do you guys want to go to therapy and work on your problems? But it's giving kind of like beating a dead horse. So you know, you got to make that decision. But the answer to your question is no. Will me and Jack work out? Want to make it work. Will Jet and Jack work out, Holy Spirit? Okay, so this says yes, but it says walk before you run, fresh outlook, baby steps. So the energy surrounding it is, you know, you want to make it work, but you're being called to have a fresh outlook and walk before you run. So try not to rush things, okay? Probably go with the flow at this time. Of course, practice discernment, but you know, it says walk before you run. All right, have a fresh outlook. So try not to let the past like obscure, you know, how things move forward with you guys. But it's definitely seeming like it's moving in the right direction because you got yes. Oh, thank you. If you want some more clarity, let me know and I could pull some tarot, okay? And say, just stop. Oh my God, I don't know, not the baby. Oh no, it wasn't saying a baby. That was just a visual representation of baby steps. I'm funny. No, because I really did get a download like 5 minutes ago and I said somebody was in like a very fertile energy. So yeah, if you're sexually active, be careful because these spirit babies is trying to get out here. Listen, that's why my eyes is celibate now because I'll be damned. I'm too fertile for that shit. So be careful. All right, Holy Spirit, clarity for Jet. Yo, the cards just came out and then it literally went right back in the deck. Clarity for Jet. Okay, so you're very passionate about not repeating negative cycles. That's what came out for you. Clear cut to the point, Jet. Very passionate about not repeating negative cycles. So if somebody is bringing up those emotions like, oh, this is the same old, cut it off. Okay? Don't think twice. Don't give any benefit of the doubt. Like, that's something that I am adamant about telling people. There should be no benefit of the doubt because individuals are benefiting off of you doubting your intuition and you're not supposed to. Okay? So if you feel like you had to give someone the benefit of the doubt, cut that shit off or set a hard boundary, okay? Because you're doing yourself a disservice and you are going to regret that later on because it's gonna go bad, period, point blank. All right? Oh yeah, I'm in Aries too. All right. Clarity for Brian, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Brian, this says release. I don't know if you could read it, but it says you're procrastinating and it says it's a collapse. There needs to be a release because maybe you guys are disagreeing about your career choice. Maybe you're disagreeing about, you know, a business endeavor that you want to go on, but there's definitely something that you guys are disagreeing on, and it has something to do with the money. It has something, like maybe you're thinking about doing something that you think can work really well. Like you could have a lot of forward momentum when it comes to your finances or something. Like take what resonates for it, but it's giving, you know, you're not agreeing on something that you're a little bit like with your skills, your talents, something. But definitely, you know, it says a disagreement. Okay, so what I would recommend, because I'm not just telling you to go file for divorce, definitely, you know, if you know that is something you're not ready to do, because it does say procrastination, definitely try to get some therapy. You know, do couples therapy, or you guys, if you don't want to sit in front of a therapist because you know insurance or whatever the fuck, you could go to the library. The library has a lot of good books with therapists. You could even hell go on TikTok where you guys can answer, you know, ask each other certain questions. But it seems as though the line of communication needs to happen, because the card did come with like you guys aren't trusting each other, and it seems you're not trusting each other like with your emotions. All right, so yeah, I split the deck and then this came out. So of course it's a difficult choice, but right now you guys are at a stalemate, but it seems as though you guys aren't agreeing. So you gotta definitely, you know, have these conversations with each other. All right, and try your hardest to stay calm. Will my best friends ever forgive me? We've been friends for 10 plus years and stopped talking for like 4 years. Just recently reconnected and forgave each other, and then we went out for pride and I saw my ex and lost my temper. Oh man. And then a friend of mine, plus me and my best friend, got into it and she's mad at me. Okay, so are they mad because of the ex? Hold on. Clarity for Jot, Holy Spirit, on the situation. Okay, so you lost your temper and you held this person accountable. And it says rebirth, so this is probably not something that you're used to doing. Like you didn't, like the way that you expressed yourself, maybe it wasn't a way that you normally did it. So you were very cut to the point and it probably made someone mad. You doing that opened up a lot of possibilities for you. It was a good thing that this happened. It was supposed to happen in the way that it did. Okay. You're gonna be getting invited to something. No, when the friend popped up, I was trying to break up the fight, but my best friend felt like I was defending her. Oh, that was the energy for the ex. But I could ask you about the friend. Hold on. All right, clarity on this friend that's upset with Jet, Holy Spirit. Yeah, because you got Knight of Wands. So you are definitely right in the situation. So do not feel like you did something wrong. Okay? All right, I usually wouldn't, especially over her, but I got triggered. Yeah. That cleared out energy for you though. It seems as though you were holding onto a lot, but you did get all of that out, so you transmuted that energy and it's bringing in something positive for you. Okay, but what the cards is saying, that you were right, like you were like the hero in the situation. You are not wrong. This for happy employment, apprenticeship, accomplishment, ambition, fearless, confident, adventure, hero, rebellious, inspired action. So you are not wrong. Does she want more or not? How does she feel? Um, what about the situation for pop off, Holy Spirit? Okay, so it says, this is the first one that came out in the deck. So it says unhealthy relationship. Okay, so what the cards are saying for you, pack off, is that this was an unhealthy relationship dynamic. Okay, so what you're being called to focus on is your new beginnings with this Fool card. Okay, and with this King of Wands, you're being called like when it comes to situations, you guys need to be protective over one another. Okay, confirmation. Like, there needs to be honor, like, in the situation. You shouldn't have to fight hard for somebody to respect you. Like, you shouldn't have to fight hard for somebody to love you. Okay. Yeah, and there's also like a lack of trust. But you're definitely having a breakthrough when it comes to this lack of trust. But it seems as though it's an unhealthy like relationship dynamic. So you're being called to definitely evaluate why. It seems like it could be being romanticized a bit, and that happens when you're separated from someone for a while and you miss this person. It seems as though your brain, it only focuses on like the positive, but you got to look at everything in a whole and really think about it. Like, did this person actually make me happy, or am I just ignoring the bad because I want the good back so bad? Okay, but it's giving, you're kind of like romanticizing it, and the cards is telling you to focus on new. All right, because it's like you're giving, you, if you got back in the situation, you'll be giving more than like you're receiving. For Jet, will me and my best friend go back to having a strong friendship? Let's see, I'll put some yes or no. All right, Holy Spirit, will Jet and their best friend go back to having a strong friendship? Okay, so the first card, it says rethink your direction. This isn't your path. Then it says the best medicine, getting the real scoop. So it's giving like you want to go back to having a strong friendship, but it seems as though the friend was like looking for a reason to be mad at you. Okay, but you will be getting like the real scoop, like the real information on why things played out the way that it did. Okay, you need to think about it from the outside looking in. Okay, if someone was, you know, doing a good thing for you, like, and you just found a way to be mad about it, like, you have to think about that. So maybe you should think about if this has happened before, or like, you know, any type of weirdness. Like, you're definitely gonna be finding out why things played out the way that they did, because yeah, because it says rethink your direction. This isn't your path. So there's some type of weird energy like happening in the background, so definitely be careful with that situation. Okay, practice discernment. um like, I want us to be good and to act like that situation didn't happen. No, I completely understand, especially when, you know, you stop talking to a friend, you start talking again, then something dumb happens and you stop talking. Like, I get it, because I had something like that happen to me before, but honestly, I ended up just cutting her off for good because I realized she was a secret fucking hater. But let me see, I'm gonna pull some tarot to clarify for you a bit. All right, clarify for Jack, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, it's showing like this individual, oh man. They're coming up as like not, they're coming up karmic, honestly. Because it says pessimist, lacking direction. I'll get you in a second, Paco. I'm reading for Jet right now. But it's like they have like lack of long-term vision. So it's like your friend, they're not seeing how it's really gonna affect them by like the things they're doing. And just to let you know, Jack, like, this is current energy. Okay, the energy could change tomorrow. Like, maybe your friend could wake up, have a dream or something, and wake up and be like, oh, you know, I'm being dumb. You know what I'm saying? But right now they're kind of being, you know, they're being very impulsive. So hopefully, you know, there may be maybe they're going through something else and they're taking it out on this situation. So, you know, let's see, what should a Jat do moving forward, Holy Spirit? Yeah, this is a test of your faith. Okay, This is literally a test of your faith. So what you can do is pray for your friend, because it says there's vulnerability, immaturity, heartbreak, deceit, disappointment. So this friend is definitely going through something heavy right now. So what you're going to do is pray for your friend. Pray that they find peace. Pray that they find healing. Okay? And you can even let your friend know, like, I prayed for you, that, you know, I know we going through a hard time right now, but I hope that everything gets better for you and we're able to heal our relationship. Maybe you could do that, and hopefully that could help the situation. All right? But if this friend comes back at you crazy, cut their ass off. Okay? But definitely, you know, put your heart out there, because it seems like you really care about this person. So put your heart out there and let them know, you know, I care about you. I pray for you. I hope that, you know, things work out between us. I hope we're able to talk. And if you are going through something that, yeah, you don't really feel comfortable talking to me about, I'm here. So try to go from that route. Okay? Yeah, it seems like you do. So definitely try to, you know, pray for their healing first and foremost, and then reach out and, you know, just let them know, like, I care about you. I know you probably a little mad right now, but I'm still here. Okay? Yeah, I honestly get why you feel confused, because you did not do anything wrong. So you have to decide if, you know, you want to fight for this friendship, or if you just want to cut it off. Because me in the past, I would have been a person to reach out and be like, you know, I just hope everything is okay with you. But the place I am now, with, you know, with the shit that I know now from the people that I was around, I be just cutting people off, like, you know. But I'm not going to tell, you know, you to do that, because yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me ask. I'm going to ask the yes or no tarot oracle cards. Holy Spirit, should Jet fight for this friendship? Because it came out with a yes and a no. Okay, so it says insight and wisdom guide your choice. So if your intuition is telling you to fight for the friendship, yes. Okay, so if you feel in your heart that you should fight for this friendship, and you know it's the right thing to do, go for it. But if you feel in your heart that you need to say fuck them, then cut their ass off, okay? But you know the answer, okay? You know if this person's being a dickhead, or you know if they're, you know, they just a little bitchy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have our moments, but you know in your heart if you should fight for it or not. Okay, so don't doubt your intuition, because you definitely are spiritually gifted, and you have the wisdom and the insight. All right, you're welcome. All right, for pack up, can I ask, you're welcome, I hope everything works out, because it sucks, you know, having situations like that happen, especially when you know you wasn't in the wrong. Okay, that's why I keep reiterating, you are not in the wrong. Okay, so don't feel bad, you did what you were supposed to do. All right, so I'm gonna answer for pack off. Can I ask for Anja what she feels? All right, for pack off, Holy Spirit, how does Anja feel? All right, this came out. So Anja is currently focusing on the negative at this time. Pack off. What else, Holy Spirit, for Anja? Ooh. Listen, pack off. Ace of Pentacles came out for you again, okay? New beginnings. Like, the Holy Spirit is literally guiding you and telling you that you need to focus on new beginnings at this time. Because this says new beginnings, career opportunities, resources, stability, security, prosperity. Like, it's a lot that's going to come in for you if you focus on new beginnings, okay? But I also want to know, does Sade have feelings for me? Sometimes I feel like she does, but I could be tripping. Like the way the fight played out, I felt like she had feelings for me and got mad in the moment. Yeah, people be petty. Was y'all drinking? It seems like y'all probably was drinking, and that's why, you know, everybody's feelings was going wild. But I'm going to pull the yes or no for that, okay? All right, Holy Spirit, does Sade have feelings for Jat? Yes. It says you get a lucky break. It's a successful adventure. So Sade does have feelings for you, and Sade feels like y'all would be really good together. So let me know if you want me to pull some tarot for clarity, because I'm nosy. But I'm not going to tap into your energy without your permission. That's how it be. Listen, my last best friend, that girl ended up hating me, all because I didn't look at her in that way. She was sick. And when I say hated me, it was OD. Like, girl, how you mad because I don't want you like that? All right. Holy Spirit, let's get some clarity for Jat regarding, what was her name again? Regarding Jat and Sade. Okay, so it's giving that Sade is kind of reckless because they kind of lack like self-discipline. Okay, and that's why there's so much tension and like competition and a lot of these conflicts happening. um Sade like definitely looks at you as like a person that can be very abundant, so you probably have a lot of talents. Like, you're very ambitious, you know, they definitely view you in a really good light, but it's like they can't handle the way that they feel about you because it is a secret and they're scared to like speak on that. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, this is literally a test of your faith, because this is the second time this one had came out for you. So, you know, keep standing your ground, keep standing on business, and keep making sure that, you know, people are treating you the way that you deserve, you know, to be treated. Don't be afraid to like tell the truth, because literally the truth is gonna come out. It's gonna come out regardless. And she recently came out as gay as a stud, like myself, and we're each other's type. So do you like Sade in that way? Because y'all probably both secretly like each other. Maybe y'all need to talk. So I think, you know, if you are interested... Wait, one moment. What happened?
I know we're making a video together.
After I'm finished, Sage.
Can we make a video with Zion?
We'll see. Okay, so... let's see. More clarity, Holy Spirit. Oh, so y'all love each other. Because I asked for clarity on the situation and I got the world card. Recently, since being around her, I kind of got a feeling. Oh my gosh. It says fulfillment, harmony, completion. Yeah, so maybe y'all need to have like a conversation. Maybe maybe y'all should like not drink, because it seems like y'all get too like in y'all feelings, and then it's like y'all probably get mad. Like she probably gets irritated because it's like, damn, like I like you, but like I don't know if you like me, but it's pissing me off because I don't know if you like me. Like, what? That's what it seems like. Oh my gosh, yes. See, I'm a Cancer rising, so I get it. Yeah, y'all being y'all. Okay, so no alcohol. Have a conversation. I don't know if you smoke or not, but maybe like smoke. Or like just to have the conversation without the alcohol, because what else for them, Holy Spirit, moving forward. Yeah, you have a lot of anxiety. So it seems like maybe you both have anxiety that like the friendship could be ruined like for good if you guys do get together. But don't let fear and anxiety keep you from the love of your life, because maybe that's what it could be. You know, just keep your eyes open to it, okay? Because it definitely doesn't give like bad energy. It seemed like, you know, it was a petty situation, but it's giving like she wants you, like she's mad, but she wants you to like chase her to like, let me know if you like me. Like, are you just gonna be like fuck me, or you gonna care? Like, are you okay? And then you said she's a Cancer, so yeah. Oh, see, this fell on the floor. Long-term success, and it seems like that's what y'all could be scared of. So, you know, have a little bit of patience and have these conversations, okay? But it's definitely a lot of tension. Yeah. Resisting change. The death card came out in reverse. So that means y'all resisting change. Y'all, it seemed like y'all both know how y'all feel about each other, but it's like you guys are doubting yourselves. So stop doubting yourself, okay? Law of attraction. What's mine is already, you know what I'm saying? What I want is already mine. That's how you gotta think of it. Like, why wouldn't it work? You know? Alright, so I'm gonna read some collective energy. Oh, but I hope I gave you some clarity. I know that's scary. I can't lie, that's scary. It's definitely nerve-wracking, you know, sharing your feelings or whatever, but you know, just ease into it. Just have conversation. Start with a simple conversation. Or maybe like I don't know. I'm the type of person that Googles everything. So probably Google like how to, you know, tell somebody how you feel about them. Because that's something I would do. I can't lie. That's some shit I'll do. I'll go on TikTok and start looking up videos of people just confessing their feelings or whatever the fuck. Like, I do shit like that. So, yeah. But you're welcome. I'm glad we got to the bottom of it. All right. Collective energy, Holy Spirit. Anything the collective needs to know. So yeah, somebody's definitely achieving peace, and you're achieving peace like in your like self-sufficiency. Okay, so you're definitely focused on your material security at this time. So you're probably saving money. You're probably focused on, you know, work and stuff like that, and that's really good because it's bringing back your hope and your happiness. It's so funny because I see the way she looks at me and she says like, you look good and stuff, and I'm wanting to tell her too, but I can't. She has a son too, which is my best friend also. Oh my gosh. That is definitely awkward. I can't lie. In high school, I had these two friends and they were twins, but they were like a boy twin and a girl twin, and they both had feelings for me at the same time. And I ended up having to cut both of them off because I couldn't deal. Yeah. Listen, that's why I stay my ass in the house, because that sounds like the exact situations that I be in. But yeah, it was awkward. Very, very awkward. And then it's like when I stopped talking to them, they literally like, well, not the boy twin. He didn't turn on me, but the girl twin did. Like, she started talking shit about me to all my friends. It was insane. But yeah, somebody has endless choices, okay? And you have endless choices, especially when it comes to your confidence. So definitely stand in your confidence, because somebody's very attractive at this time. Like, whoever you are, like, you're a social butterfly. And right now you're searching for a purpose. And you could be searching for a purpose when it comes to it's something that you were impatient with. So somebody was kind of impatient and like made some type of, you know, bad investment when it came to something, but you definitely have a duty to work towards this, and your duty is to achieve your peace. Oh, thank you. But you're definitely like achieving a lot of peace, and you achieving this peace is definitely, it's bringing in a lot of like, it's helping you concentrate more. Like, somebody definitely gets distracted a lot, and you might get distracted when it comes to your work, or like you know, maybe you could be the person that like you get into a relationship and you don't feel like going to work, so you like call out of work a lot or something like that. Let's see. Collective energy, Holy Spirit. I don't know whose energy I'm picking up. Okay, so it could be a feminine energy I'm talking to, but either way, you're very independent, and the more that you nurture yourself, the more that you like heal your inner child, that's definitely helping you to be more creative for one, and then also for two, you're building your abundance. So it's like whatever you're working on at this time, definitely keep doing it, because you're definitely on the right path, especially when it comes to like the things you're working towards with your financial stability. All right, yeah, Page of Pentacles. You're definitely goal oriented. Like you have a goal on like where you want to go, and you're developing your skills every single day. Okay, because in the past you kind of made like poor financial decisions, but you definitely moved past that, and you move past with these poor financial decisions through your inner child healing. So maybe you were somebody that like when you would get sad, yeah, Queen of Cups, it's like when you would get in your feelings, like you would probably do like shopping therapy, you know, like you would go and just buy a whole bunch of shit that you didn't need, and it was just to make yourself feel better. Yeah, like maybe you went through some type of heartbreak, and hi, like you went through some type of heartbreak or like trauma or something, and you would just spend a lot of money, but you're learning how not to do that. And you learn how not to do that by also being in King of Swords energy, to where it's like you had higher standards about what you were tolerating, you know. So you know, you stop letting people just do things. You stop being so fucking forgiving, like literally, like you stop just always feeling like you had to forgive somebody, because there was someone that was very consistent. Okay, they were very consistent with conflicts. Like they always wanted to argue, or it was just always something that they had a problem with. And one day you put your foot down and you was like, I'm not dealing with that. Yeah. So you probably discovered something to where you was like, I'm not dealing with this no more. Like you definitely discovered something about someone. And it's like somebody really wanted to keep repeating negative patterns. It's like they always wanted to, you know, do the same shit over and over again, but it was negative, and it was like, I can't do this. Yes, I can. So you can ask a question. So you can either ask a yes or no question, or you can ask for clarity on the situation, and I could pull some tarot for you. All right. Anything else the collective needs to know, Holy Spirit? All right, so there's definitely a new beginning for someone. There was like a dishonest type of energy, or, you know, someone failed to take responsibility for like they're just bad attitude. Like honestly, somebody had a bad attitude, a bad temper. They were very forceful. They maybe had like made a lot of broken promises, but somebody was just a horrible individual, and you gained a lot of clarity by walking away from this conflict. It's like the last time somebody came to you with something, you was just like, I'm done, I can't deal with this no more. But the difference with this is like you walked away in peace, and this literally ushered you into a new beginning. To you literally closed out of a whole karmic cycle. Okay, my relationship I'm in and my job. Okay, all right, I'm gonna shuffle up a little bit and then I'll answer your question. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit, can I get some clarity on Julianne's relationship and her job? All right, thank you. Okay, so right now, so this, you came out as Queen of Wands. So you're very confident and you're very determined on what you want. It's like you have a clear confirmation. Like you have a clear path on what you want to do. So you're definitely recovering from something, like you're definitely accepting something, okay? And you're definitely manifesting, like receiving. So maybe you want to receive more from something, whether it's your job or whether it's the relationship that you're in, okay? So but there is like a fear of change, because two of these came out. So you're kind of resisting change when it comes to something. So I'm going to go more into what it is that you're resisting change for, because you wanted it for your job and the relationship. So I got to get some clarity on what you're resisting change. Two of them came out. So maybe you could be resisting change in your job and your relationship, but I'm going to clarify, okay? Clarify this death in reverse, Holy Spirit. Mm. Yeah, it's definitely intense. Like, it's very intense. Okay. So there's some type of change that you could be resisting in this romantic relationship. So maybe it's like you maybe want your spouse to be more romantic. Like you want to go out on more dates, or you just want like little things like, a massage or something of that nature. It seems like that's what you're wanting more of. And then you're also letting go of anxiety in like your money, like with your job. So maybe it's like you're looking forward to some type of raise or something, but there's definitely, when it comes to your job, you are going to be receiving that raise, because it came out as Wheel of Fortune. And Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana, so that means that you definitely are going to be receiving that raise or whatever you've been wanting from your job. Like there's something you've been working for your job, and you're not really sure because you have anxiety about it, but you're trying not to be anxious about it. So you're being called to, like, whatever thoughts you have that come up as anxiety with your job, write it down, okay? And then also say it in the mirror, like say it like, I'm getting this raise, or I'm getting all that is for me is coming to me. All right, clarity on this Knight of Cups, Holy Spirit. So I'm gonna clarify the relationship portion. Okay, so you might be feeling like your spouse could be a little bit distracted, and you might be afraid that there could be some type of deception happening in the background. But it seems as though this anxiety is because of lack of time management. So maybe your spouse is having issues like managing their time well. So no deception is coming up. Yeah, recovery from financial loss, despair. So it seems as though either you or your spouse is going through a sad time. Like somebody's definitely feeling really sad. So there's no betrayal or deception, if that's something that had crossed your mind, because that did come out that you were having some anxiety about that. But it says overcoming adversity, positive changes. So it's definitely going to be a lot of positive changes, okay? So make sure you're not focusing on the negative, because the star card came out in reverse. So you might just be looking at like the worst possible scenario in the situation, and it's literally anxiety, okay? This anxiety could cause you to have a tower moment, or you could feel like you're in a tower moment at this time because of your anxiety. So you need to work on meditating a little bit more. You can play like some frequency music. You can like play the frequency music while you're sleeping, or you could play it while you're meditating. And if you're not used to meditating, start with meditation for 1 minute. Literally, like, set a timer to 1 minute and just sit alone with your thoughts, and whatever comes up, okay? Because you definitely need to clear out this energy, because you have a lot of anxiety, Julian. See, with this Ace of Swords, like, you're going through a breakthrough at this time, and that is why you're so anxious, okay? Everything is working out in your highest good. You are going to receive that money from your job that you've been wanting, or that raise, or something that you've been really wanting from your job. It's going to work out, okay? And in your relationship, you guys just, there's some time management issues going on. So y'all probably need to have a conversation about setting a day, like a date day, what is it, date night, like, you know, to have a date night. Maybe you could schedule that time to spend with each other, and that will help you feel a lot better, and it'll also help with your anxiety as well. Okay, so I hope that helps. You're welcome. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do an illumination reading for the collective energy. So after this illumination reading, I'll answer a few more questions, and then I'm getting off of here, okay? Alrighty, so I'm just shuffling up. All right, Holy Spirit, what's happening right now for the collective? All right, so yes, somebody failed to take responsibility for something, and they failed to take responsibility for like being a little immature. Okay, somebody was being like immature when it came to something with you. Okay, you are very goal oriented. Okay, and this person was being very immature. Why were they being immature, Holy Spirit? Like, okay, so maybe you came to this person with some type of new idea or like something that you really wanted to do, and they were very immature in their response where they weren't like being supportive, and you did not like that. Okay, because it was like giving you a little bit anxiety because you felt like they were like kind of minimizing like your dreams. Okay, so your message is that you have endless choices and opportunities. Okay, so whatever it is that you're daydreaming about, whatever it is that, you know, you're wishing that you can get, you absolutely are going to get it. Just continue to put the work in for it. You can't just say you want something and then not work towards it. Okay, so definitely keep working towards it and write it down. Okay, you writing it down, that is the easiest way to manifest. Okay, you don't even need to like, you don't need to light no candles, you don't need to buy nothing and do no spells. Literally, you praying, you writing down what you want and believing you're gonna get it, that's what's gonna bring it to you. Okay, Holy Spirit, how can the collective move with ease and grace? All right, so you can move with ease and grace by healing any trauma that surrounds your finances. Okay, and also like realize that you have gained triumph against this adversity that you have went through. You are literally in a period of recovery. Okay, whoever I'm talking to, you have been through something. You have literally just got out of something that felt like hell. And you need to realize that you are healing at this time. Give yourself some grace. Okay, the same grace that you're giving the people around you is the same grace that you need to be giving yourself. Somebody is being way too hard on themselves. And it's literally because maybe you have some inner child trauma where, you know, your parents talk to you a certain type of way or whatever. You need to like definitely get that inner voice in check. Okay, because when we're recovering from trauma, we're rewiring our brains to work for us. Okay, think about your inner thoughts. What does it sound like? Is it yelling at you? Is it overly you know, critical of you? You have to, you know, become more aware of that. Okay, because somebody's definitely being very hard on themselves. But, you know, definitely focus on making these positive changes, okay? Keep persevering because you definitely are healing and you're in recovery. Yeah, and start to anticipate something good coming in, okay? And that's going to help you move with ease and grace. Like, expect the best to happen to you. Expect all your blessings to come in. Expect that abundance to come in, okay? Because whatever you want and whatever is supposed to be in your life for your highest good, you are going to get it. So believe that you're going to get it, okay? Hey, Pagav, I'm doing the illumination reading. So after the illumination reading, I'll answer your question, okay? All right, Holy Spirit, what is the collective learning from this cycle? Okay, so you're learning how to be more confident in yourself and more protective in yourself. Okay, there's somebody that dealt with someone just walking away from them. Like, you could have felt abandoned, but you know, you're slowly learning how to be more confident in yourself. You're slowly learning how to, you know, really live within your attractiveness. Like, somebody is definitely looking at themselves like, damn, I'm looking pretty good. Like, you definitely looking at yourself in a different light, to where you're realizing the beauty in your flaws. Okay, you're realizing that you're perfectly imperfect. Okay, and this, you know, you being so strong-willed, you fighting for what you think is right, is the best thing that you could have did. Okay, because it's helping you to defeat these conflicts and battles. So the more confidence you have in yourself, the easier it is going to be to navigate through these conflicts that anybody tries to bring your way. Okay, because these energies, these negative energies, are definitely defeated. Whatever they're sending out is not hitting. And the only way that it could be manifesting is through some sadness. I know a lot of us fight, you know, with depression, working through healing from depression. I'm one of them. Okay, but that's literally the only way these attacks are manifested in the 3D. So you're being called to journal and really take your healing journey serious, especially when it comes to processing those emotions. Okay, you know, me personally, I could use myself as an example. When I have a day where I'm very exhausted, I used to lay in the bed, watch movies, and relax. But what I'm learning to do now is to get up and do something. Like, I literally get up and sweep my room, or get up and do a deep condition in my hair and stuff like that. Like, that is something you're being called to do. Okay, we're no longer sitting in it. All right, make yourself do it. Make yourself get up and walk around the block. All right, because somebody made some type of bad investment. Okay, what about this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Holy Spirit? Somebody definitely made a bad investment when it came to some type of situation. And, you know, it's just because they weren't committed to working in a team with you. And it didn't matter if it was you. It wasn't anything that you did. It was them. They missed a chance with you. You didn't miss a chance with nobody. They missed a chance with you. Okay? You need to realize that you were the prize. You were the divine being. You had divine favor. But the Most High had to show you this lesson so you can learn discernment. Okay? Holy Spirit, what's currently leaving for the collective? All right, so what's currently leaving is somebody manifesting, you know, you to have delays. So somebody was trying to manifest in your life some type of delays. It could have been in the form of gossip, scandals, something. I don't know, but that's currently leaving. Okay, and honesty and truth is at the forefront with this King of Swords. So definitely the truth is being revealed about somebody that was trying to manifest confirmation. Like, somebody trying to manifest something bad to happen in your life. It's not happening. Okay, it's not coming through. It's not hitting you. It's not something you're gonna have to dodge. It's not something that, you know, to be scared walking outside. Nope, it's not hitting you. Okay, literally, it's being automatically returned to sender, and it is only happening that way because you're focusing on your healing. So continue to focus on your healing. Okay, even if it's something as you might think is small, to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself, even that is eons above what these people was doing. Okay, continue to focus on your healing because you are on the right path. You are doing the right things. Okay, sometimes it's hard, but you made it through the hard days, right? And soon you about to be celebrating and looking back like, damn, I'm so glad I didn't give up on me. I'm so glad that I believed in me. I'm so glad that I love me. Okay? So continue to say those affirmations, okay? Holy Spirit, what's on its way in for the collective? All right, so what's on its way in for you guys is some type of opportunity you felt was wasted, but you're going to be getting some information that's going to show you that this was a test of your faith, okay? And you maintaining these healthy boundaries definitely helped you in the long run. So it's something that somebody walked away from. It had to do with some type of family, maybe it was a family member or something, but it happened really fast to where like you just walked away, where you was like, I can't deal with this, I can't do this. Maybe somebody went to some type of gathering, like family gathering or something, but you definitely walked away from something and it was fast, and it's like you didn't realize until you got home where it was like, oh, I really stood on business. Yeah, you definitely isolated yourself from some type of situation or somebody, some type of situation. I don't know, but it's bringing you a lot of security and peaceful coexistence, okay? Because that's what you're focusing on. Hi. Okay, because someone was definitely being very self-absorbed. Okay, and you know, you are a financially independent individual. Maybe in the past somebody had you being financially dependent on them and you learned your goddamn lesson. I said lesson. You learned your goddamn lesson, and that is why you're getting wish fulfillment, okay? Because you made it through all these adversities with grace. You moved with grace. And then it's like you gave somebody grace when they didn't deserve it. And the Most High seen that. Okay? And that's why you're getting this wish fulfillment. And you're also very ambitious. You're ambitious while this individual lacks a long-term vision. And it's like they were trying to put a cloud over your parade. And that's why you walked away from the shit. Kudos to you, okay? I'm proud of you. If nobody has told you they're proud of you, I'm proud of you. Because sometimes it's hard to make those big changes. You know, it might not be big to other people, but it is. Yeah. So we got the Empress. So I'm talking to a divine being at this time. You definitely are in a fertile energy. So if you are someone that is sexually active, be careful because you might get knocked up or you might knock somebody else out. And the Devil card and the Star came out in reverse. So it seems like if somebody was to get knocked up right now, they would definitely be sad about it. So be careful, okay? So you don't end up like, dang, what to do. So someone and someone's energy is very unstable. Okay, so what about this person? All right, so there's somebody that's in someone's energy. They're feeling very unstable at this time, and it's because they're going through some type of tower moment. Okay, you guys are achieving peace at this time, but there's somebody that has a lot of anxiety. Okay, this maybe could be a friend or something, but you might have a friend that might reach out to you because they're going through some type of tower moment, and they might want some like support in some type of way. So you're being called to, you know, gently motivate, you know, this friend, okay? Yeah, somebody went through some type of breakup. They're kind of sad. So maybe some, if, yeah, with Knight of Pentacles, you are a strong-willed individual. So I don't know if this is a friend that popped up for you in your mind when I read this card. And if a friend did pop up for you, maybe you should reach out to your friend and let them know, hey, I'm here for you. I hope you're okay. You know, if you need any support or listening ear, I'm here for you. Okay, because they look at you as a Knight of Pentacles energy. So they look at you as someone that's very responsible and determined, and they're kind of healing very slowly at this time. So it'll definitely help your friend to reach out. Okay, somebody's dealing with someone that's very frustrated. Okay, they're very frustrated when it comes to something, and it's clouding their joy because there's some type of conflict happening. They're feeling kind of exhausted. So if this is resonating for you, for someone that's in your life, definitely reach out to them. Okay, because they're dealing with a lot of betrayal and they feel like they don't know like who to trust. So if you have a friend that's going through it right now, it's recommended that, you know, reach out and let them know that you love them. Literally, the Lovers card, the Sun card, this is how your friend looks at you, as love, as happiness, as light. So somebody definitely looks at you in a high, you know, high vibration, because they're used to dealing with people that have bad tempers. They're used to dealing with people that are not genuine. So definitely, you know, reach out to this loved one and let them know that you care. Yeah, and it'll definitely put them in a higher vibration, okay? And that would also give you a lot of good karma as well, okay? You guys are already on the good side of karma. But there's definitely somebody around you that needs some uplifting, okay? I'm definitely talking to a light bringer, and you bring light to people's lives. So do that, okay? Yeah, someone's definitely feeling like powerless in some type of situation. And the high priestess came out in reverse. So there's somebody that's silent right now. Maybe somebody's giving you the silent treatment and you're like, what the fuck? Why aren't you talking to me? That is supposed to happen that way. That's literally gonna help your blessings come in. So if this person tries to spin the block after you get your wheel of fortune, don't let them come back. Oh, you're a spiritual healer and an empath. Yeah. So that's really good. Yeah, you definitely have some new beginnings, okay? You have like a free spirit. It's like people view you and they're like, oh, you can manifest what you want. You know, you're in such a high light. You're able to smile. Like, I know this person's life isn't going like perfectly, but how are they still able to smile? You're literally motivation for others. Maybe in the past somebody was kind of like impatient, you know, you were kind of hasty, maybe you were easily tricked, you didn't really have a lot of discernment, but as you've grown, like you've definitely been able to, yeah, as you've grown, you've definitely been able to find a balance. And then you also been able to find balance when it came to like making choices. Maybe it was hard for somebody to make choices, like simple decisions. You always had issues with doing that. But as you've been healing, it's definitely been easier for you to do that. So that's really good. Thank you. Any hold on. Yeah, you're letting go of anxiety, and that's helping you gain a lot of clarity. Holy Spirit, what's the collector's medicine for the moment? All right, so your medicine for the moment is do not be generous with those that financially abuse you. Okay? And even if it's not just finances, even emotionally, like you need to make sure the love that you're giving out is reciprocated. You too, make sure that the love that you're giving out, make sure it's reciprocated. Okay? We don't do one-sided mess over here. Okay, definitely if it's someone you care about and you know you want to reach out and be, you know, support for them, but you need to make sure that you're not pouring from an empty cup. Okay, make sure you're filling up your cup, even if in the morning you have your morning routine, and make sure you're doing your self-love affirmations. Definitely, yeah, like there's someone, okay, somebody has a friend that they need to reach out to. I don't know who it is, but it's literally somebody else watching. Somebody has a friend that they need to reach out to and let them know that they love them and that they care about them. Okay? It's very specific, but somebody has a friend that they need to reach out to and let them know that you love and support them because they're going through it mentally. Okay? But you're definitely releasing reckless spending. You definitely are releasing being too generous with folks that don't deserve it. Okay? And that caused a lot of instability for you in the past, but you need to realize, like, whoever I'm talking to, you need to acknowledge the growth. Acknowledge the growth that you've made. You have made it far. Okay, look at where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Like, acknowledge that. Okay, I took her off, but I will call her. Yeah, like even if you know you had to cut them off, like if it's gonna endanger your own mental health, you don't have to call them, but you can definitely put out some good energy towards them or send a text message. And that's definitely easier, like even if you send out a text, because I'm a caller, but I learned that it is much easier to guard my energy through text message. Okay, yes, definitely be grateful because you know it's so stressful. You know, it's a lot of stuff happening in the world, but we need to look at, you know, how far we've come. Like, it's not perfect, but hell, it's way better than it was before, you know? Can I ask about my daughter? She has a new school. She like it. One second, I can answer. One moment. Let me just shuffle up real quick. All right. Holy Spirit. What about Paka's daughter with this new school? Any clarity on that? Would she like it? Okay. So for you, you have to release like this idea of conflicts because you're kind of like manifesting bad things to happen because that's what you're focusing on at this time. You have to be focused on encouraging your daughter, okay? Yeah, because there's some type of trickery and deception in your energy. And it's literally like a lack of structure, like irrational. So I don't know if this is your energy or somebody in your energy, but you're being called to just be an encouraging individual. Like, you know, have enthusiasm. Yeah, there's some type of sadness, and it's because it's like no trust when it comes to like bad choices. But you're being called to be that voice of encouragement, okay? So you have to think positively about just think positively about how things are going to turn out, okay? Okay, Shonda, I'm on my healing journey and it feels like people try to make me mad. I have come to 10 in my yeah. The people try to do that, especially like when you're healing. People's always gonna try to test you. Remember, we get tested the most, okay? And just think about it in the sense of like 5 years from now, 6 years from now, like this shit is not gonna matter. Like people always gonna try to test you, okay? Because that be them demons, okay? They try to test you because they want you to come out of character. Literally, you have to act like that shit does not phase you at all. Even if something makes you mad as hell, do not give them the satisfaction of showing them that, okay? As far as they know, you don't give a fuck, okay? I just got my sister and kids' dad meeting as motel yesterday. See, that's what I be talking about. Like, you have to just, that's them. You know what I'm saying? That's them and their situation and their demons that they're fighting because they probably got sex demons and shit on them. Yeah, no, I get it because it took a lot of work for me to work on my temper, okay? Because literally, and you literally have to, and it's hard, like, and I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's literally, it's hard as hell. Like, even if you go, like, I literally had a therapist and he told me to get a fucking bat and hit a tree. Like, get a metal bat and hit the tree with the bat. Like, if that's some shit that you need to do, do that. If you need to go scream into your pillow, go in the woods somewhere and fucking scream, do that. Get that aggression out, get that energy out, but definitely do not give those individuals the satisfaction, okay? Because they're miserable. Can you imagine somebody doing something to hurt somebody else? They're miserable as fuck. And then you saying it's your sister and your kids that, like, they're miserable. They probably didn't even enjoy it. It probably was stinking in there and everything. A motel, pew. Okay? People do things just for a reaction. Like, they're satisfied in making you feel negative emotions because it's feeding whatever the fuck demon is riding on their back. Fuck them. Like, for real. Don't mess up your karma trying to get some get back. Or, you know what I'm saying? Don't mess up your karma because the craziest shit happened right before your blessing comes in. Okay? Friends stay together, but he has his roommate. That's already disrespectful, and I'm ready for him to leave because if he don't, I will. Listen, and sometimes you gotta do that. If somebody is being disrespectful, somebody's being toxic, and you know he's not speaking up for you, most definitely leave. Most definitely. Because people love to test your patience, especially when they see you trying to do better. Like, and it's worse when somebody knows that you have a temper and they see you trying to keep your emotions under control and they see you keeping your emotions under control. They try to test you. That's literally a demon. Okay, that's bad energy. And honestly, I wouldn't even want to sleep under the same roof as somebody with bad fucking energy. Okay, so just pray for their damn healing, because people are horrible nowadays, like literally. And people don't realize that they be doing the bidding for the devil. Like, people don't realize that they're literally demonic. They don't, people do not be realizing that shit, and it's really insane. He bring nasty women on the house, but my boyfriend is a very nice person. He's just too nice. Yeah, he's being too nice. And he needs to not be too nice. But that's a lesson that he's going to have to learn himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got to learn our lessons on ourselves. That saying, you could bring a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Like, he's going to learn, you know? But maybe he would learn if you know, move out and get your own place. And he's gonna learn, like, oh, she really stood on business. And he's gonna come over to your place and be like, oh, it does feel good here not being around just the roommate. But you know, everybody heals, you know, in their own pace. Everything happens in its own way. But you know, collective energy, Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody's definitely sorrowful. There's somebody that's battling some type of addiction. And it's like they're using, like somebody is using some type of substance to get over some type of sadness that they're feeling. So when I say addiction, it could literally mean some type of drug, or it can literally mean like sex, or you know, just something low vibrational, like something that's not actually helping them in the long run. Someone's definitely like running away from their problems. Guess I can get mad and leave. So many things. Oh yeah, that's very, very messy. Because if the roommate is telling you things about your boyfriend, you know, that's weird. The roommate probably has a crush on him. Because that's what be happening nowadays. So yeah, there's definitely some type of like, somebody's using something to like cover up something else. And it's because there's some lack of trust, but there's definitely some a new beginning regarding some type of conflict for a situation, because I did get Ace of Pentacles, but it's definitely gonna be a lot of sadness surrounding it. But it seems as though like this sadness is not gonna last long, okay? Yeah, somebody's gonna get their divine inheritance as soon as you release this anxiety that you could be feeling about some type of situation. Because somebody has like the fear of the unknown when it comes to some type of lies, some type of trickery. Like there's some type of lies or something that's happening. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, and someone has a new perspective on something. You're also gaining a lot of spiritual development. Hey, what else, Holy Spirit? Pack off. This is like your fourth time asking the same question. I answered it already. The cards that I have pulled is to encourage your daughter and not focus so much on the negative. Yeah. No, it's okay. But you got to encourage your daughter. Okay. I could re-pull it. Give me a second, okay? But somebody's releasing fear when it comes to some type of romantic connection. There was some type of like deceit, but it was literally because someone was trying to avoid some type of risk in some type of situation. And maybe somebody thought that somebody was deceiving them, or maybe somebody thought someone was lying to them, but they actually weren't. It's like they were letting you think that they were being dishonest because they were scared about something else. What about that, Holy Spirit? That was hella specific. That was specific for somebody. Oh, shit. Yeah, because somebody was giving to something. So it has something to do with the financial support. So maybe somebody's financially supporting somebody. Will I be... Okay, I'm going to answer Packoff's question. And then LaShonda, I'll answer your question last, okay? All right, I'm shuffling up. All right, Holy Spirit. Oh, shoot, hold on. How will Packoff's daughter feel in the new school? Okay, so you got Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is about a new journey. It's about leaving behind something, relief, transition. So your daughter's going to feel very relieved in this new school. And with this Page of Wands, your daughter's going to feel very inspired. She's going to feel cheerful, energetic, like really looking forward to this new endeavor. She's really going to like it being at this new school. And she's also going to feel relief. In the old one, she had a problem. Oh, okay. So you said in the old one, she had a problem with the teacher. So that's probably most likely like why she's going to be feeling relieved. So she's definitely going to like this new school that she's going to. Will I be getting a new place so I can get my kids home with me? Because I don't want them over here. This is not a safe environment I'm at now. All right. I can do yes or no for that. Let me shuffle up a bit. All right. Holy Spirit. Will LaShonda be getting a new place? All right, so you got yes, it's the icing on the cake, all this and sprinkles too. So yes, you will be getting a new place and you're literally going to love it. Like it's gonna be more than you thought you would get. So maybe you're like, oh, I want to get a 2-bedroom, but you're actually gonna get like a 4-bedroom. Like you're gonna be like, god damn, like I'm happy. All right, so what I would recommend, you should write it down. Write down all your manifestations. Write down exactly what you want your place to look like, down to the floors, okay? Write it down and believe it and read it every day. Read it every day because you're going to get it, okay? As long as you believe it. Because I'm telling you, that's how I manifested the place that I'm in right now. Like literally, because my son, he has really bad allergies. And he has eczema, and we all have crazy sensitive skin, so I can't do the carpet. And I literally prayed. I prayed on it and I wrote down exactly the type of place that I wanted, and I got what I wanted. So manifestation is real, and it's just as simple as writing it down. Okay? You're welcome. Oh yeah, honestly with his eczema right now, I don't have him on any medication at all. I just make sure like I keep him good, like when with all these allergens. Like I have skin medication, so I have to rotate it because his skin gets used to it, and then I have to switch to something else, and that's literally what I have to do for my own skin. Yeah, but I'm not giving him vitamin D3. I take vitamin D3, but I just have him go outside and play because I don't want him taking a whole bunch of like supplements. Like even me, I'm trying not to take it because we can get all our vitamins naturally. So I'm trying to get back into that. I don't really drink a lot of dairy and stuff like that, but we try to spend a lot of outside time, like in the sunlight and things of that nature, and natural sources of it. because he doesn't like taking it. And I don't want him to, days if he forgets and stuff, like it's just a lot. Country, you could ask a question. All right, well, Minka, leave pack off alone, Holy Spirit. It says yes, the bursting out on the scene. So yes, you might have to set a hard boundary, but it says yes, they're gonna leave you alone. How does DJ feel about me romantically? All right, Holy Spirit, how does DJ feel about country romantically? Okay, so romantically, there's a lot of self-doubt. So I don't know if this is your energy of like feeling a self-doubt, but DJ feels very compassionate about you. Like, they feel like you're very kind and empathic. What else, Holy Spirit? And strong. They view you as being a very strong individual, that you overcome like any obstacles that come your way. Like, you definitely influence them to be like better. You guys are gonna be moving forward from some type of withdrawn energy. So maybe DJ was like withdrawn in some type of way, or where you felt like maybe you had a feeling like, oh, they're not opening up to me as much as you would expect them to. There's gonna be a breakthrough regarding that. Okay, anything else? Yeah, so somebody went through some type of loss or was grieving something, or somebody, I don't know, somebody had something happen that they took kind of hard, and that could have been affecting like the connection. But you guys are definitely gonna have a breakthrough. Can we ask another question? Do we have to pay for? I'm asking, this is my first time here and I just subscribed to your channel. Oh, thank you. You could ask one more question, because I've been saying I've been trying to get off here for a minute, but I keep answering questions. But I'll answer your question last, okay, LaShonda? But thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. And also, if you want to book a personal reading, if you go on my page and like that bio thing, I have my email. So my email is maxtarot888@gmail.com. And you can book a personal reading with me on there. And I also have a TikTok, Max Tarot on TikTok, and you can message me on there as well if you want to book a personal reading, okay? So until August 18th, I am doing personal readings for $50, okay? And that's until August 15th. I'm doing a special because it's Mercury retrograde, and these exes be going crazy, and people be needing readings. So I was doing a little discount for the retrograde. Does Robert still want this relationship? Him and I are both Pisces. Let's see. So I'm going to do yes or no for that one. All right. Does Robert still want a relationship with LaShonda, Holy Spirit? Okay. So it says storm too violent, shelter needed. So there's something that's like a deal breaker for you that happened in this relationship. And the answer is no. And it's because it seems as though Robert may want this relationship with you, but it seems like you are going to be like, no, if that makes sense. But it says storm too violent, shelter needed. So you don't feel safe around this person. You don't feel safe around Robert. All right, that's the last question. Is Travis Bell still in love with us, Holy Spirit? The answer is yes. Trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire. So you're being called to follow your intuition at this time. The answer that you got was yes, and to trust your feelings, okay? All right, so make sure you subscribe, okay? Can you tell me if someone is using my name on anything? Is someone using Lady Boss's name on anything? Okay, so it says neatly tied up, secure, trustworthy connection. So somebody is using your name on something, and it's because they're broke. But it also says neatly tied up, secured, burning through money, poor investment. So it might be like someone that you trusted that's using your name on something. It did come out yes and no. So it's not giving physical money. It's giving somebody that you trusted is speaking your name in places that they shouldn't be. Okay? But you know, everything is revealed in divine timing. But yeah, they broke. So they mad and they talking shit. But it's not giving this individual is literally, you know, literally doing it. It's like they're chatting, you know. But yeah, I'm about to get off here. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to try to go live again tomorrow. I'm going to try to go a little bit earlier, probably around like 9, 10, at the latest 11. So continue to live and love and night. Have a